you're visiting Paris in December, Christmas markets will be probably one of the main attractions in the city. And let me tell you, there is no shortage of those in Paris. So in this episode, we're going on a quest to help you find the top 3 Christmas markets in the City of Lights. Let's go! Today we decided to go check some Christmas markets listed as the best. All the TripAdvisor lists, and then one which I personally know and was on none of the lists. So this is the 4 we shortlisted from our research on the internet. So we're gonna start with the Eiffel Tower one, which is just along the river. Then we're gonna check the Tuileries garden and continue on to the Notre Dame. And then bonus one, which is the Hotel de Ville, or the City Hall of Paris. So let's go! So we got to the market and it's very crowded. I would say atmosphere is cool. You get this direct view on the Eiffel Tower and you get all the stalls, pretty classic, and then you get a lot of people too. Okay, Christmas market number 1 is done. It's kind of disappointing. I mean, the location is good. You have this direct view on Eiffel Tower, but it's essentially just one walk-through lane, which is very crowded. And we wanted to get some wine, but there was only one stand. Again, very crowded, and the wine had a very long line. I mean, it's still pretty if you are in the area and you just want to walk through. I think it's a nice one to do. So going for Tuileries now. Hopefully this one is less disappointing. We're at our second Christmas market, and this is the one in Tuileries, and it's generally rated the best Christmas market in Paris. I think the main reason why is, in addition to the traditional stalls, they also have the attractions. So they have a carousel, this big swing, and then the Ferris wheel. The market itself is much wider. It has more space to just walk around. It's still crowded, but you don't feel as jammed into the spaces as at the Eiffel Tower one. Since we didn't get any food or drinks at the Eiffel Tower, this is the things we're planning to do right now. Okay, so we got a wine and we found these potato dishes that looked really French. They're called tartiflette, and so it's potato with a lot of sauce, onion, and then the choice of protein, I guess. We're gonna get the one with truffle. Conclusion on the Christmas market number 2. I think it's still better than the Eiffel Tower one, just because it's bigger and so you have more places to order food and you have some more food options actually. So we even got like 3 things, wine, then we got a sausage that came in bread, and then we took this traditional French dish called tartiflette, which is baked potato with cheese and cream, and then depends on what you want to add. And I would say they were good enough for us to finish. But yeah, this one is nice. It's still very crowded. Out of the 2 we visited, I would say this one is better. We still have 2 more to go. We're at Christmas market number 3, and this one is just next to the Notre Dame. And I must say it's the one that I like the most so far for the atmosphere. It's just very small and cozy and pretty. It doesn't have that much food, especially these traditional hot food stands. But it's definitely a very nice place to walk around and get some of the typical French delights like sausages and cheese. And if you want any Christmas decorations, this is also the place to come. I don't know if people still go to Christmas markets today, but probably it's also the reason why it's less crowded. But anyway, let's go find some wine. So we got some pumpkin cake on the market, and just next to it there is this famous coffee shop called Shakespeare & Co. And it's just next to the Shakespeare & Co. bookshop, hence the name. And it has this beautiful view to Notre Dame, and we decided to grab a cup of coffee with our pumpkin pie. We made it to the fourth and the last market on our list. So this is not on the most popular list of Christmas markets, and I'm glad it's not, because it's really nice and pretty and it's not too crowded. It has a lot of space but not too many stalls, so if you're looking for a more traditional Christmas market food, this one probably will be a bit disappointing, but it has good food options. So it has the traditional bread, pretzel and hot wine, and then they have some alternative like tartines and some snacks. But yeah, to me it looks like most Christmassy. It has the most Christmas trees so far, but it also has this nice atmosphere and the music, so it's really cool. And it's right in front of the Paris City Hall. Then they kind of have a mix of Christmas decoration and Olympic Games. I love it. Okay, and so it's time to do the final rating of the 4 Christmas markets we visited in Paris. So I would say the first one was the most disappointing, and it was near the Eiffel Tower, which just was the smallest, the most crowded, and I would say it was the least enjoyable just because it was one straight line. Then Tuileries is nice, but it was still quite crowded. Yeah, if you look for some rides, like amusement park rides, then Tuileries is definitely a choice. And it also had the most food options. And then our favorite 2 were actually the last 2, and this one being the top one, which we originally just had as a bonus because we liked the location. The Notre Dame was the most charming. It's very cozy, very small, and it was the least traditional even in food option choices. We really like this lady with sort of healthy cakes that didn't have sugar in it and was just natural and delicious. Then this one we really like because it's open and it's spacious and it has a lot of Christmas trees, a lot of atmosphere and music, and in general it's just very festive. If you're looking to go for Christmas markets in Paris, my recommendation would be don't go with the most popular options, but try to find some of the off the beaten path. Here's the 5 places that you might find interesting. And if I were to recommend you the 2 best ones, it would be the Hotel de Ville, where we are now, and the Notre Dame, which are just next to each other. It's like 15 minutes walk, so it's a perfect combo. And we're off to get some hot wine and celebrate Christmas. See you in the next one.